The Adam and Wack Show, featuring Adam and Wack.
Adam and Wack.
And we're back for another episode. How you feeling?
Oh, dude, I'm fucking cool, dude.
You're doing white guy voices now too.
What do you mean, dude? I'm like, what do you mean?
I saw a clip of AD and Pun doing that. Like
AD, what do you mean? Listen, bro, like I'm just fucking.
Yeah, no, it was exactly like this.
Here, we're fucking doing our thing, and everything is groovy,
You do kind of look like a white dude with a hat.
Oh, do you? Oh,
Yeah, you look like a shortstop.
Bloody, huh? Hey, cool shirt, bitching.
Yeah, they keep asking me about this when your homies see me.
Oh, yeah.
Your homies keep being like, "What's bloody?"
Yeah, it's like kind of like holes in it though, dude. It kind of defeats the purpose.
There's holes in it.
Might be borderline disrespectful.
I think it came like that.
Yeah,
People think I'm sponsored by this brand. They just gave me hella clothes, so I keep wearing them.
Probably so. You never know.
Well, it's crazy. You're like a fake white guy right now, but I feel so at home.
What do you mean, fake white guy? What do you mean?
I feel like comfortable. Like,
what do you mean?
I'm with my people.
Gag me with a spoon, calling me fake white guy.
We haven't said that in a long time.
Hey, go Trump, hey.
No, but that's you, and I'm a white guy who doesn't say that.
Huh?
I don't say go Trump.
Hey, listen. Brother.
I mean, I accept him as our Lord and Savior now, but I wasn't saying that in the lead up to.
Listen, man.
What's going on with gag me with a spoon?
We are the people. We are the answers.
Gag me with a spoon. I haven't heard. That was from. Oh yeah.
Yo, man, did you see like Woody's trying to get me locked up?
I did see that. We can get into that for sure. I feel like they said this in Clueless.
He's trying. I don't know, but Woody's trying to get me locked up.
Okay.
So I was thinking like, what could I do? And I'm like, Woody's trying to lock up Wack 100. So I'm like, maybe if I like turn into
stop gangbanging
white Wack, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he can't like put him on me. I mean. Hey, Thug kind of like got out of his ratting. So I'm like, hey, Woody, Wack 100's no more, dude. He's
Dirk was going hard with the Muslim shit, trying to avoid the Fed case.
Muslims. Oh, no,
he was wearing a robe and all kinds of shit.
I'm saying, bro, when I ordered Domino's, I got double pepperoni, bro.
Wait, we.
Oh, wow! Look at those lips on that chick.
How about this one? All right, we're gonna play the audio
right here.
That
black guy.
Grown men's sit on podcasts like. A Wack gonna be mad when he hear I say like Wack 100. You 40, 50 years old to you Pyru. Then you sit on podcast and let this Adam 22 sit right here. I ain't never seen grown man play like joke about gay stuff. Like that's for that community. Y'all grown man sitting on here joking about that. And then Wack, you too old to be so messy, but you want to be considered an OG. Yeah, boy, I've been waiting in line. Your old ass. So,
oh, yeah, you heard that.
See,
he's the boogeyman.
Here goes the thing, like, right? So
you're gonna turn you into a pack, as we say.
Listen, I'm really analyzing this thing. This is white Wack. Woody, Wack 100, he's no more. So, there's no sense in trying to line him up and tell on him. But here goes the thing,
he's no more.
He mentions the G word. You understand what I'm saying?
Gang.
No. The other G word, the 3 letters.
Gay.
He mentioned that, right? So, pre-algebra, right?
I don't feel like we say anything gay. Like, I say gay things and then you object.
Listen to me. We're going to do a little algebra, okay?
Sure.
1 + 1, 1x, parentheses 2, what it equals, right? So let's talk about the word gay,
It's gay, yeah.
We have an individual. Hey, listen, to all my brothers out there, I'm going to give a brief description of a brother. Don't take it personal, okay? This is white Wack talking. Okay, we have a gentleman right here with no mustache and no hair on his face, okay? He has bare lips, okay? So the people I know in the gay community, right, they're very fond of bare lips and bare face, right?
Is that a thing?
Listen, I mean, this is just what they say, right? I don't know, right?
Google
and then I'm listening to like the dialect, it's like, I'm gonna talk black right now, okay? Yeah, Wack 100. And let's talk about Wack 100. And he's and man's. And he, to me, it's just like that's not like a manly brother.
You don't think he comes off like a man?
Very feminine though.
Really?
I flunked Spanish class. I went to Lawrence Junior High, Chatsworth. I flunked Spanish, but,
They shipped you off to Chatsworth for school?
I got kicked out of McClay, Charles McClay Junior High appointment. I had to take the bus. I was
It's kind of hard to tell if I'm talking about Wack or
I was back home. I was with the brothers. But what I'm saying is this dude, Woody, he seems kind of precious.
He's calling you gay. I don't think you can just call him gay back.
No, I'm looking at him. He's bare-faced, bare-lipped, and he speaks with a twang.
From Atlanta.
Pauletta Clarice. Was your father a farm worker? Did he speak with a twang?
Not personally, no.
That's Silence of the Lamb. And this guy right here, right? I think he's scared shitless because the thug is home.
Thug is home. Yeah, why is he worried about you?
Exactly. Now Wack is back. Thug is home. You ratted on the thug.
Both
okay.
Can you grab me that Starbucks black can of coffee? I think I'm gonna need it in the fridge.
Oh,
thank you.
Now you want to go to black jokes because I was playing white Wack.
Not black. It's cool. The can is black.
You know what I'm saying?
I love a black can. Word to R&B.
Why isn't he addressing? Why he should be apologizing all day
for tattling?
Tattletale.
I feel like it's too late for that. He's got to own it now. He's just got to hope that Thug is a forgiving God.
Thug is going to stay far away from his stench.
Yeah, that makes sense.
His stench of rodism, master splinter.
So you think that the cheery welcome that YSL Woody was getting when I was rolling around Atlanta with him?
His name is Woody.
Lil Woody.
Don't put no YSL tied to that man.
Because from my perspective, he was very, very beloved while we were rolling around Atlanta with him.
Beloved.
But
he's bare-lipped.
That was an Atlanta that wasn't sure if they were getting Thug back or not. So they might not have been so invested. They might have been like, okay, you told on a guy that we're never going to see again. Yes, we loved his music while he was here, but we might never see him again. So f it.
Stock.
You're saying now people are like, no, now we got Thug. We know Thug's going to be here for a while, so f you. You're out of here.
You're right.
Damn.
You're right. That's why he's sitting there talking to himself. Yeah. Talking about, and what man's? Boy, is you illiterate? What is you okay? And you talk with a list like you speak very, very feminine. Like put some bass in your voice. Do something like that, bro. Stop. What are you talking about?
There are zesty killers.
And then why does he want to lie? He want to tell on me now.
But he's just calling you gay.
No, he wants to tell. He want to line me up.
Did he say that?
At the end, he wants to rat on me.
Oh, shit.
I'm staying far. Listen, Atlanta, until y'all exterminate this guy, I'm not coming over there.
So if you went to Atlanta right now, you would get armed security and you would tell them, hey, keep an eye out for this guy. You'd print out a photo of him at the local Kinko's. You say, this guy, if he comes near me, I need you to riddle his body with bullets.
Dude is built like a 14-year-old gymnast. I will slap the dog shit out of Woody. Spit on him, slap on him.
In a fair fight, I do think you would demolish him.
I will spit and slap on dude. He is you're nobody. Listen, I'm 47, right? We don't care about what you think you can do. We was doing what we thought we can do when niggas was hitting your mama and we was hitting the block. That's a fact.
You don't know his mom.
Who? Everybody know his mom.
You don't know Woody's mom.
That's Blowjob Betty.
We gonna ask Google.
What you mean, nigga? The homie turned her out Big Bank Eddie.
Did Wack 100 fuck Lil Woody's mom?
No, I just her throat, tonsil. I did the Floyd Mayweather.
Doesn't say anything on
I did the
Google.
Floyd Mayweather to her tonsil. Speed
I think you're lying.
Oh,
shit, they ate it? They drank my black can.
It wasn't me.
Now I got a blue can.
That might be another reason to fire Lush.
What? You were just kicking it with him. Bick and back being bull. Now you want him gone?
I was on time.
Yeah, I was on time too.
I was on time, and I was
He's been here since noon.
I was waiting for the 22-ster.
I like that. Keep saying that.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, so you and Lush, you're fast friends now, huh?
I have nothing against Lush. He's never did anything. You know, I see him, I greet him. He's cool with me.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Got no problem with him. He was a little pissed off.
People are trying to divide and conquer because I went in on Lush a little bit at the beginning of the Tuesday show because he was a half hour late.
I thought it was him and Brick.
And then Brick was even more late, but by that point I had already kind of got the being annoyed out of my system. So then people are saying that I'm capping, I'm playing favorites because I went in on Lush a little bit, and obviously he's the white guy, a little bit of a soft target, and then you got Brick, scary, the King Von of LA, some would say, and I didn't go as hard on him, and he ate a taco salad on camera.
Well, I mean, you and Brick do gay things sometimes, so I don't go as hard on my woman. Because, I got a soft spot for her. She makes me feel good.
I don't know what it is, but hey, if I had an R&B at home, I probably wouldn't even be doing this podcast. I'd
But
probably
I'm
just be
saying,
in
like,
the love
y'all,
zone.
he said y'all do, so of course you're not
But
going to go that hard.
Yeah, I don't want to like.
You go hard on him at times.
I don't want to treat you as my brick baby therapist, but yeah, for sure. He keeps saying gayer and gayer things, and I don't know exactly where it comes from.
Yeah, and then he hits you with the Beavis and Butthead laugh. So I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is what it is. But what I do know is you got to really stop letting them play with you with the show up when they want to show up. Because when they wanted the job and they wanted in, they were sitting in the front 30 minutes early.
And that's what I was trying to get across by scolding Lush on camera. Was I need to like lay down the gauntlet and be like, yo, it's important to show up. I got to make a big deal out of it. And it's better for everybody else to see me make a big deal out of it than for me to just do it solo. Because if we just do it solo, realistically,
do they lease?
He's got a goldfish memory. He's not going to remember what the where it's. Well, that's not true. He remembers everything, but
text and tell you they're running late.
Yeah, but it'll be like me texting the group chat 10 minutes after they're late, and then they're like, "I'll be there in 15 minutes." Sorry, or
they don't hit you before.
That's just like, "Oh, there's an accident on the highway." Yeah. I'm like, "Okay, this is LA. We always have to anticipate traffic. It's part of our culture."
Lush is kind of like he's a different character. He's here, but he's here, but he's not here. It's a character on SpongeBob. Is that the people in the water? Who's the people in the water?
You're thinking of the Little Mermaid.
No. Is SpongeBob in the water?
Yeah.
Okay, is it a squid guy?
Squidward.
Squidward. That's Lush. You know what I mean?
Let's pull up Squidward.
Yeah, and he's kind of like, he's with you, but he's kind of somewhere else.
How do you know
it's
him?
Cool.
Oh, okay. He's got a big head. Yeah,
that's Lush. He kind of looks like it.
So, but how do you even know about SpongeBob? SpongeBob is like...
I'm a dad.
Oh, okay. The kids.
What do you mean?
Yeah. But I never watched it, so I don't really know much about it.
You don't watch cartoons with your kid?
I do now, but I feel like SpongeBob might be a little adult.
No, I found that out as an adult. When people started telling me the things that they was doing and saying, I didn't know.
Is it appropriate for a 4-year-old?
They're not going to know what they're talking about.
I love cartoons like that where it's like adult jokes, but the kids don't get it.
They have no
and then
idea.
The kid jokes for the kids.
Somebody on Clubhouse went over this, and I was like, whoa, they're really saying some other stuff. But it was never a concern for me.
I watched Casper the Friendly Ghost, the movie that came out in 1995 with my kid.
That Casper.
Great movie. They say bitch a lot. There's a lot of violence that I feel like you wouldn't see in a modern day kids film, and they're smoking cigarettes.
I think the weird part about it is my favorite cartoon was the Smurfs and they're blue and I'm from Paru.
Yeah, that must have been really difficult for you.
Yeah, it was like, am I supposed to be from Paru because I like the Smurfs? I like the blue people. But then it was a different kind of blue.
Could have pulled a Snoopy. Do a little bit of both. Mix it up.
He just called me. He's upset at you.
Super upset.
He sends me a screenshot of some thing that said it.
But the thing he's upset about is like the dumbest shit. Okay, he's upset.
He said he pressed you to change it. Did you really change that?
I did not change it. Tanea went on the No Jumper show this morning with Brick, Almighty, and Lush, and she said, amongst other things, she, I guess, said that Snoopy is roughly the reason why Crip Mac is locked up. I don't know why she said that. I don't know how the fuck that makes sense. But she apparently said that. Now, that being said, the last time that she was on the podcast, she also said that their child was the product of him raping her. And he didn't seem to take a huge amount of offense to that, but for some reason, the idea of him getting Crip Mac locked up, that was more offensive. I would be more mad about the rape thing.
Yeah, I would definitely be a little pissed off. He said some crazy stuff on my phone. It was crazy.
What's he saying?
Yo, bro, he doesn't no, look, I'm telling you. Y'all he don't get it.
He's been DMing me, but I didn't
Bro, look. I'm trying to tell you.
I don't know if there's any voice notes. No voice notes.
Me, look. Yo, look what he said. That's you, right?
The fuck is this bullshit with the clip? Yeah.
Yo, right? But then I said, yo, man, what they telling me that you ratting again? Like you telling on your baby mama.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. He said she killed her auntie or grandmother or something and told him that she fell, but she hit her in the back of the head. I said, yo, what are you doing? Why you can't do that? I said, this is one of the reasons why I said you can't be a part of these streets. You just can't do that.
Okay, look at this. These are clips all from this morning. Did Snoopy Badass attend Diddy parties? He doesn't care about that. I still don't understand how Brick and Suspect got into a significant argument about dialysis. I told them that if they had a better title, they might want to use it because dialysis is incredibly specific, but they, I guess, just went with that one. But then this one, Tanea responds to Snoopy Badass saying that she killed her auntie. I feel like as a past, present, or former gang member, he should not say that.
He told me, I don't care, I said it, so what? They lied and said she fell and hit her head. I said, Snoopy, I'm going to be real with you, bro. No way the people who does the autopsy can't tell the difference between somebody falling, hitting their head versus somebody being struck in the head.
Do you feel that? Yeah.
That's a fact, bro.
That does seem like,
tell. When you fall and hit your head, it's going to be certain. If somebody's striking you, it's going to be something different. So it's
that
kind
makes
of
sense
like,
to me
it's
too.
like a lie snitch.
Yeah. But this is the thing is that Snoopy's like very dedicated to getting his YouTube channel cracking. So to him, a murder mystery, I mean, what could be better than that? You know, he accuses her of killing her aunt. I just don't think you should say that about the mother of your kid, regardless of whatever bullshit she's on. That just seems like it's crossing an invisible line.
If she dropped
DEAD
today, he would be applauding.
Well, I mean,
that's
honestly,
crazy.
In his situation, I guess I can kind of understand.
That's crazy.
She's a wild one, a wild child. She's going to be on. We're going to do a bonus episode that we're going to drop in the middle of the week, and she's going to be on here momentarily. So I guess we could kind of like save our innermost questions.
Yo, okay.
Because she went to a crazy porn party with me and Lena the other day. No diddy.
She's still pregnant. She's still pregnant, right?
Big prego.
Yeah, that's that bomb. That's that bomb kitty.
Yeah. Do you think she's down for a train?
Right now, she pregnant?
Me and you doing that? Holy shit, that would be a room with a great fragrance.
Whose lyrics to those? I'm going to bust a nut on the nut. Oh, that's Easy-E.
Bust a nut on a baby's forehead?
I think that's Easy-E said that.
Maybe I'm just too much of a girl dad, but I just don't feel comfortable with those jokes. I wouldn't do it personally.
That's not a joke, bro. Like,
coming on a baby? I think there's all kinds of shit protecting the baby from the cum.
People hit prego women. They will hit your girl if she's pregnant, bro.
Do you want me to ask Google, can the cum hit the baby when you're pregnant?
I mean, I
don't believe it, bro. The body has got all kinds of natural defenses to keep your boys from swimming up in there.
It's a different type of muscle and a different type of warmth, and the pulsating of it. It's a real delicacy.
No, yeah, I love pregnant. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's fire.
And I feel like in Lena's head, she was closed off to the idea of hooking up with Tanea because of the fact that she's super pregnant. I don't even think Lena thought about it because we didn't talk about it before or after, even though it kind of felt like Tanea was. The only
thing that could compete with.
I think she was trying to get in there. Look at this fucking camera thief coming in here.
The only thing.
You're going to get dealt with. And that's the motherfucker you stole the camera from. Was this all a ruse?
Listen.
Never mind.
Listen. The only thing that's running with prego coochie is fever coochie.
Ugh. I don't want to do that.
Boy, that's fever coochie.
I'm going to get sick. I don't want to be near her.
Oh, it's fire. It's hot. It's like a furnace. Like, man.
But their whole body's really warm.
You gotta be a savage. You gotta, like, for a minute, just not care what mood she's in. It's just gotta be just about you and that.
You rock a COVID mask?
Nah, man.
Fever.
That's fire. It's hot.
Yo, I'm so synced up with the AI that in my mind right now, I want to ask the AI, is it safe to fuck a pregnant woman while she has a fever? Or just a woman,
fever,
not even
bro.
a pregnant woman.
We want to, like, you give me.
You're talking about the fever.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's the only thing that can run with the prego coochie. It's fever coochie.
Run
Non-pregnant fever coochie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've only fucked my wife while pregnant. I don't think I ever fucked a pregnant woman in my day-to-day prior to
real?
Yeah. I wasn't hanging out with the kind of chicks that were getting pregnant. I was hanging out with chicks at the bar who were like drinking enough to make sure their body couldn't get pregnant.
I was on real white people stuff like clothes hangers and stuff.
I never administered one of those.
Yeah, Roe versus Wade, your way.
Yeah, well, I mean, I am pro-abortion, but I never did that. You pro-abortion?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they should be able to do what they want to do.
You're a Trump supporter, though. So it's kind of contradictory.
No, that's just his idea.
He's kind of backed away from it anyway. I don't think he's really like a diehard anti-abortion guy.
He's not going to do that, or he's not going to do the immunity to police officers. He's not doing none of that.
That is the weird thing about Trump is that you have to very much get used to kind of decoding what he means and what he's just saying. Because even he said that they're going to start deporting millions of undocumented Americans.
That I think he's going to do
on day one. I just think realistically, that's going to be incredibly hard to do.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude.
He's going to round them up. He's about to do something crazy.
I believe that he will deport criminals. I don't really think that they're going to be like raiding people's houses and deporting somebody's 80-year-old Mexican mother that like is undocumented. I just don't think that's sane. I think the visual of it's going to be really disastrous. That being said, I await seeing what all the Mexicans who voted for him would think of that.
I'm waiting. They're legal.
I know, and that's the crazy thing. I know a Mexican woman, like a 48-year-old Mexican woman, just became legal, votes for Trump. First thing she does.
That's good.
She got legalized.
You didn't vote for Trump?
Hell no. I didn't vote in general, but
yeah, I never vote. I don't vote. I just talk. I've never voted in my life.
California. You don't got to vote.
I mean, I was an ex-con all my life. I don't know how to vote. I don't vote.
They just send you some shit in the mail. It's pretty easy.
You know what I'm saying? I spent the day and chilling with my woman and doing things and plotting things.
You're stuffing her ballot.
Definitely. Definitely.
You horny Wack, you're the horniest guy I know. And I love how sometimes it slips out and you spend the first 20 minutes of the podcast just talking about how horny you are.
No, the end goal is to put in enough work so it swells up. And then that's the treat.
The vagina?
Yeah.
Make the pussy swell up.
When it swell up, it gets even tighter.
Ooh.
It's crazy.
Wow.
That's when I confess all my feelings.
You know who Kazumi is?
Who?
Kazumi?
No.
Okay. A Filipino woman. We shot a scene yesterday.
Did you?
And I did something I'd never done before. I'm banging Kazumi from behind. They thought of this in the moment because apparently foot stuff is very, very popping. And I pulled out and I nutted on my wife's feet.
TMI.
And then Kazumi proceeded to slurp it off of her size 9s.
This is the Adam and 22 show. This is not plug talk. I don't need to hear any of the details. You can save that for Little Woody. He's into that.
It was me and 2 women. What is gay about this?
He's a smooth-faced, bare-lip guy.
I would never
bare-lip Woody.
I would never attempt to come on Woody's feet.
We're going to call him BL Woody.
Barely legal.
Bare lip. Or SM. Can't use the BL because that's too close to brother politic. SM Woody. Smooth mouth.
Would you have made him your concubine in another era?
Who?
Woody.
Woody looks like a busted. He just looks like he's just half-baked and he just does stuff.
So you think...
He ain't calculated. He ain't...
Do you really think the Woody era is over?
Mm-mm.
You think he's going to continue to
He's going to continue to tell.
Because I want to know...
ain't done telling.
Is he still the 20 versus 1 god? It appears so. 1 million views from 10 days ago. He did another one. Oh, and this is with Lil RT. So he did it with a small child.
Uh-oh. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah. Lil RT.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Surprisingly prosperous on the 20 versus 1 scene. Look, him and this guy Shamar, who I've never actually watched him, but people keep telling me that I should interview him. So shout out to Shamar. But the 1 million views from 2 weeks ago, like this is just his lifeline. It's just nonstop. 3 weeks ago, Lil Woody and Charleston White, who I thought fell out, but I guess maybe
it was a play.
Pulled it back together. Yeah. Another one from 2 months ago. Like this is what he does, dude. He's just out here, just 20 versus 1.
You need to get it. You need to get all this money, man. Ain't nothing like a fat rat. That's a fact. Get your money.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. Look at that. A month ago, 20 women versus 2 comedians. I can
tell you someplace he'll never be.
How is he a comedian? What?
I can tell you someplace he'll never be.
Where?
In the studio with Thug. You'll never be there again. Stay with your 20 versus 1. You will never be. You lost one. Of a Thug.
Do you think he cares?
Yes.
There's plenty of people to hang out with besides Young Thug, right?
Nah. Because anybody that respects Thug is cutting him off.
Yeah, but that already kind of happened, right? Like
I don't know.
Nobody was supposed to be hanging out with Woody in the first place besides me and Brick Baby.
Well, you know, I'm just saying. Like,
all the cool Atlanta street guys are probably already weren't on the Woody program, don't you think?
I don't know what they was on. The real Atlanta street guys on their real Atlanta business.
Okay, so did you spend Tuesday paying attention to the election results, or you just kind of take it
all
in
day?
Oh, you were? Okay.
I was watching them. We had 20 blue states, 32 red, Nevada. Wait,
So you did your picks beforehand?
Nevada and I believe Alaska hadn't come in. I don't think it came in today. He was at 277. To her, I believe like 226 or so. Think he's closer to 300 right now.
He wiped the floor with her.
Yeah.
In like
both
every swing state, he
Senate,
decimated her.
Everything is red.
Everything red.
So even if she would have won, she would have still been in trouble.
Yeah.
Because everything she would have tried to get done, they would have tried to block somehow, some way.
Because, okay, there's a lot of like little factors that people are trying to make this about a lot. I've heard a lot of people try to say like, oh, it's because Kamala refused to condemn Israel. So that's why she won Michigan, because Michigan has a shitload of Muslim people that were going to vote in favor of whoever was most likely to protect Gaza, right? That's one state and realistically not that many voters. She got destroyed in damn near every fucking area of this country, and even in places like California, massive surge in Republican voting. Yes, she did. California. But California used to be a lock, like absolutely no chance of Republicans doing well, and they did way better than they ever have before.
My homegirl Devious was showing me this morning that what they called the blue wall,
right,
going east, Midwest to east, she lost all of that. So, you know, at the end of the day, guess she can go back to being Indian again.
She been black. Don't do that. She's a black woman. She went to Howard. Her dad's like a full frontal African American.
Go put your dot back on.
Let's take a look. Let's see why that doesn't bother you. You don't think that's like racist or xenophobic or anything? Kamala Harris'
What's racist?
dad. Let's look at her. Look at this guy. Look at this black man. Yeah, he's from Jamaica. Whatever. Is everyone just?
Is he a black Jamaican or white Jamaican?
Look at that guy. Wait, is it the guy in the middle or is? Oh wait. Yeah, he is kind of late.
I mean, I thought she was a sister, but I mean, Judge Joe Brown convinced me.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of.
I thought she was a sister. I mean, Jamaicans is brothers.
Let's see the mom too.
She's Indian or from India.
That's tough. She's not black enough for the black people, and she's not white enough to be considered white either.
No, I thought she was a sister until Judge Joe Brown. He was saying some things.
What did he say, Judge Joe?
Oh, he was saying some crazy stuff.
Judge Joe Brown. Come on. He's a MAGA guy? A piece of shit. Wow, that's aggressive.
I'm saying, that's a brother. He was like, yo.
He suspects that she has early onset dementia. Wow, that's a
Judge Joe Brown's burnt out top right.
Wow.
Yeah,
a piece of shit. I don't know what she's really done to deserve being called a piece of shit.
Yo, listen, I believe, this is what I believe.
Okay.
I would love to see her run again. I believe right now.
I do not support that.
I believe right now we need somebody in there who has the relationships, the resources, and knows the politics to maneuver, manipulate, and move some things around, that is Trump. You already see China. You see what China said this morning?
What?
Looking forward to doing business with the new America. Right? They've been acting crazy, right? You got to remember, Trump has relationships that has nothing to do with our government, with the other leaders in other parts of the world, to where he's bartering. Hey, listen, this for that, that for this. You know what? I got a situation with them. You need them. We need you. So I'm going to reach to them to stop that, and me and you get it right, then that can happen. This is what he's doing. We need a bully in there right now. I mean, for the last 4 years, it felt like we didn't have a president. And I believe Trump could get us back to where we need to be. And I believe Kamala could take the reins from there and do great.
I think Joe Biden's presidency was underrated. I think he was more solid than people ever give him credit for.
I mean, that's a white guy said about a white guy.
But ultimately,
this dude didn't even know where he was at.
Despite the fact that I believe that his policies were decent, I think he was incapable as a person of communicating that to the people, and that ultimately was his downfall.
Sleepy Joe was on perk 30s. Come on, bro.
Do you know about a perk 30?
He's like this. And I would like to say that my favorite in the presidency is Trump. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that.
No,
bro,
very bad public speaker at this point.
We didn't even have a president.
But you're old enough that you remember Joe Biden when he was somewhat coherent, right?
I remember when he was up under, Obama, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, he did his thing. But
I will not sit here and let you besmirch the name of Perk 30s.
Joe Biden's on, okay, he was on Perk something.
He's on something for sure, but not Perk 30s. No
Bro,
way.
his son's on crack.
Yeah.
Okay, so Joe.
He was. I think he's sober now.
Yeah, he got it from his daddy.
Crack and perks are very different.
I mean, hey, look.
Both great drugs. Much love to the
Crack keeps you
perkheads and the
perky.
crackheads. Crack is different, dude.
I mean, I wouldn't know. Do you know?
I never did crack.
Uh-oh.
But
We got content.
Crack stems from cocaine, so I feel like I got a decent idea of what it's like.
Yeah, I ain't never did none of it.
Yeah, you're a bitch. By the way, I wanted to spring this on you. How you feel about taking a mushroom chocolate with me right now? No way.
I don't fall to the peer pressure.
You don't want to trip out?
What are you talking about?
I'll do it in front of you. I took one the other day on stream.
What is that?
It's just some fucking mushroom chocolates.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Why?
You know, your people tricked my people many, many moons ago.
I don't think that mushroom.
It won't happen.
Right down.
They gave them something. They had them selling us to y'all and y'all to us, and everything was weird.
You think that's
how
what they were
dare
doing?
you? How dare you offer me something that will diminish my mental?
I don't think it will. I think it'll open your mind.
No.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah, I
think...
know. That's what you told them. Ooh, look at the mirrors. Yeah, give us those 10.
The mirrors?
You blue-eyed devil.
Wait, what? What are you accusing me of?
You're on shrooms, right? Did you hear me or you didn't hear me?
Just shoot it up. I don't think it's going to take a while to kick
You're
in.
not hearing things?
Make it even better. We mix the mushrooms with the Red Bull.
Oh, my God.
Crossfaded. I did one of these on a solo stream the other day. I did a solo stream for 4 hours by myself.
I seen you. Was the homie on there with you setting up?
And it was Josh. Josh was setting it up.
Josh. I don't like Josh.
Wait, why is that?
He pays me late.
Does he?
He's been beating me out of money. I just ain't gonna say nothing.
Really?
I was gonna come talk to my brother about it.
You should definitely whoop his ass, yeah.
Now I was gonna wait till they piled up then come talk to you.
Wow.
I know you get it right.
Well, sure. I don't know. I kind of leave that to him. I wouldn't even know what to do.
Oh, you gonna know what to do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like you probably get paid on a pretty consistent schedule.
Who, Josh?
You.
Oh, he's been undercutting me.
Really?
It's cool. I ain't tripping.
Okay. Yeah, we could talk about that.
I'm lying to those you guys.
I feel like you're
YouTube
lying,
land.
yeah.
Y'all YouTube land. They would have took that, boy, and ran with it.
Right.
Man, nobody's getting undercut but Brick Baby.
Yeah.
Because he's getting another cut from the people.
Wait, who?
What you mean?
The wig salesman.
No, the other people.
Who?
Because he's using your thing to promote their thing.
What thing?
So, you know, they pay him $88,000 a year. You see, he knew that the
grid program.
No, the snitch program.
Wait, you think he's on that?
There you go. You said the grid. The snitch program ran out of money. How would he know that?
Is the snitch program is the grid program, right?
There
Or is
go.
there
That's
an
one of
additional
them.
program?
That's one of them. I'm glad you're catching
But
on.
he did say
Shout
that.
out
He said
to the exposers.
He said that the grid program was shut down.
No. We got the content.
Mm.
As a matter of fact, he zeroed out his employees and he's keeping all the money. We got it all right here. Yeah. You know, big useless, big uterus.
I like how you keep putting your drink in different places.
I mean, you know, I got to watch you guys.
Just switch it
We
up.
got to keep you guys looking.
We could stash it behind the alcohol.
If Nat Turner understood that, he would have never got caught.
Who was Nat Turner anyway?
Wow.
Because I interviewed Nat Turner.
Did the Caucasian say, who is Nat Turner?
I honestly don't know. I interviewed Nat Turner, the porn star.
Wow. This is going to work against you.
Wait, who? An enslaved black carpenter and preacher who led a 4-day rebellion of both. Okay.
To free the who?
It was in Virginia. It doesn't say who.
To free the blacks.
Oh, okay.
Huh? He was slaughtering things. Who do you think he was slaughtering?
Wow. Probably white people, right?
Oh. He said, who is Nat Turner? That lets you know here's what they think about you. Hold it down. Here's what they think about you.
Is it that shocking to you that I haven't spent a ton of my life studying slavery?
Yeah, because your people make us study you guys' stuff. They make us study how you whipped us. They make us study how you had us in the cotton fields. Shout out to my mans in Jonesville, or what is it?
They probably
Jones
did
something.
teach me about them in
Did
school,
you
and I
see
just
me
don't
picking
remember.
cotton?
What? No. But you told me about it. You told me about
It's up. It's on the 100 Show YouTube. You didn't see me picking cotton?
No.
Oh, they called and pressed me.
Should we play it?
You can play it. Pull it up. Go to the...
This is different from
the
when
100 Show YouTube
you were
channel.
drinking pee in the field?
Oh, this was like maybe 2 hours later.
The 100 Show.
Scroll down. Scroll down. You're gonna see me. You're gonna see me in the cotton field. Scroll down. There we go. Look. Check me out. Check me
this.
out. I'm the only one ever. You feel me?
Did you pull over to a random neighborhood
No, it's
to do this?
Jonestown, bro. I'm purchasing. I'm trying to invest.
This is R&B's neck of the woods.
This, Jonestown, Mississippi. MISSISSIPPI.
Yeah.
Look, check it out. See, I've been watching the movie, so I knew the technique. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Because they got these little things in there that'll cut you, and if you cut and the blood got on it, then they would whip them. So I was like, okay, let me see if I can get it out.
Has it occurred to you that this is basically just stealing?
Later on, found out if the owner would have saw me, they could have shot me and got away with it.
Right.
I didn't know.
You're stealing his property bit by
Listen,
bit.
look,
It might
look,
only
look.
be a few cents worth of cotton, but it's a little bit. Look at that technique. Look at the. Damn.
My cotton.
You brought it with you? How do we know that this is the cotton from the field and not just some random cotton that you picked up at Michael's or whatever?
Look.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah. Cool, right? Like I'm acting like Kramer on Seinfeld. Cool, right? Look, you see that? Yeah. Fresh, huh?
So dense.
Yeah.
Are you sure that this is.
That's it, bro.
It looks like it has a
with me.
pube in it.
No, that because it came right off the plant.
Right.
Or the tree. I don't know
It's
really
kind of
which one
dirty.
it is.
You sure you didn't like wipe your ass with this?
No, go give me my cotton.
It's got brown.
It's outside.
It's got like
look,
little
bro.
brown chunks.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you, Jonestown, Mississippi looks like there's absolutely nothing going on. I didn't even see a car drive by.
No, it's homies out there.
Homies.
Yeah, they called me. They pressed me.
Really?
Yeah, I swear to God.
There was a gang that
I didn't
tapped
know
in with
they
you?
called me. They found me. They pressed me.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
They said if you bring your ass back, we're gonna whip your ass.
So when you say homies, you mean like a racist gang or what?
No, they black.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I forget their names, but I think like Gucci or something.
Wow. That's insane. So I would like to request an apology from you because you really got on my ass because I said that Kodak Black was clearly on drugs. In the Drink Champs interview, I believe is what we were talking about.
He was
He
high.
just popped a Percocet on Kaisenat's stream.
Okay,
so I
now-
feel like this
wait.
is no longer up for debate that he's a drug user.
Now I'm confused.
Yeah.
So now you want to trip the brother for popping a perk, but when Biden's popping perks, it's a problem.
You just totally made that up.
I didn't.
Biden doesn't take perks.
Biden takes perks.
There's so many specialized drugs that he probably has access to. Why would he be taking the bum ass drug that everybody else is
Perkio
taking?
Biden. That's it. I said that Kodak was not high like that. He has a functioning high. Bro, I talk to Kodak all the time. That dude is very intelligent. He has a functioning high, but you did an interview with him. You have to tune in to his speech.
You have to tune into a lot of other things too, like the way he's moving around.
No,
and
you don't. You're not supposed to pay attention to a man's body movement.
yes, you are. That's
you're
not
not.
gay. You say everything is gay.
You're not.
I love Kodak's music. He's one of my favorite rappers. I think he's a great personality, character, etc. I'm deeply concerned about him after seeing that
Bro,
footage.
listen to me. Kodak's not a threat to you, right?
This doesn't come from a place of feeling
I don't
like he's
care
a
about
threat.
his moving
This is
around.
purely compassionate.
I lock in on what he's saying and the point he's trying to get across. All his movements, that's his movements.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like Gucci Man said one day in the booth, right, when he put the ice cream on his face. And I remember asking Game, I'm like, yo, bro.
He got that removed.
I said, yo, bro, why he put that ice cream on his face? And right when I asked him that, it was like a 50 Cent moment on Get Rich or Die Trying, when dude came in with the contracts. Soon as I asked Game that, this fool Gucci says, ice cream on my face because it's my face, nigga. He said, I guess he answered it.
Damn, you got hoed out by Guap?
Oh, he was in the booth. That's the homie, though.
Oh, so he made it a bar?
He was in the booth. So I was talking to Game. He couldn't hear me.
Oh.
But as I asked the question, that's the bars he dropped.
Wow.
It was crazy. But he got it removed off his face?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's great for the homie.
At some point when he kind of changed his whole life and everything.
Yeah, Gucci's highly intelligent.
How much time have you actually spent around him?
Periodically, I've been around him about 5-6 times.
I have been around him exactly one time, and I've always been a little sad that despite repeatedly like kind of trying to reach out to him and shit, that I hadn't really like heard much back from him. But over time, I keep hearing from more and more people that he's like very in his own world and very much maybe someone that I don't necessarily want to put a ton of time and energy into trying to form a relationship with.
Well, Gucci's cool.
I've heard other things. You want to see this?
Nah, I don't
Check
care
this
what
out.
you heard. Gucci's cool, bro.
Look at this title.
He's real. He's him. He's authentic. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Rick Baby Gucci
Man,
Cam
you
Capone.
can't-
Look at this title though.
What is he talking about?
Brick Baby on Gucci Mane dropping his artist. He's a bipolar narcissist, and Young Dolph helped him. This. If you watch this
We
clip,
don't know nothing about man. Listen, man.
Brick paints a picture of him being
Brick ain't
extremely
even
difficult to get a.
Brick ain't even qualified to speak on Gucci. Gucci wouldn't even sit down with this dude, this bozo. This is a fact.
Well, they've been around each
Gucci's a very intelligent dude, a very respectful dude, right? He's one of my partner's best friends,
other. Okay.
right? He's a giving dude, right? And listen, one of the guys he dropped, I think, just either died or caught a case.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, so he must be on to something, right? Yo, it's checks and balances.
FTO set, I think.
Whatever, it's checks and balances. You got all these dudes on the roster. What's going out versus what's coming in. At some point in time, you got to stop the bleeding.
Well, a lot of people, and I actually might even throw you in the mix in terms of this, but I think a lot of people who have the capabilities to sign artists and manage them and try to guide their career, they try it, and then they at some point realize, this sucks. This is not the quality of life that I want to have. A lot of these artists, you go way out of your way to sign them, and then 6 months later, you're like, wow, this dude's never going to make me any money. And traditionally, like when I see Snoop Dogg, people are like, Snoop Dogg owns Death Row. Why doesn't Snoop Dogg sign all the hottest artists in LA? Clearly, he doesn't want to because he's got all of these ways to make millions of dollars, and signing Snoopy Badass probably is not the way that he's going to make his next $1 million. No offense, Snoopy. This also extends to like everybody else
And
they could possibly sign.
I believe that Gucci would be a great mentor for Young Thug.
They fell out many, many moons ago.
Now they can get it right.
They still, I think, have done music since he got out.
Get
But
it right.
their relationship was never the
He'd be
same.
a great mentor because Gucci showed people how to get out the way and still have it your way.
I wonder if they will connect now that Thug's out.
Thug, yeah, I mean, you need to move down to Florida. Go to like Davie, Florida or something.
Davey.
Yeah, like an hour, 20 minutes north of Miami, out the way, still in the way. Whole industry comes down to Florida at some point in time. You know, he can't come to Cali. It's too much gang, too many gangs. You know, you need to get out of Georgia because it's too close to, he might get the urge to dip into something. So, you know, he got a lot of serious conditions on him. And he needs to do things to protect himself, you know, to make sure he doesn't slip. But I believe Thug's a very intelligent young man, and I believe he's going to be all right. I'm rooting for him.
People keep asking, look at this. FTO set arrested for
it was a week
attempted
later.
murder and several other charges 2 weeks after Gucci Mane dropped him.
Gucci knew something.
So you can't say that's the 1017 curse because that happened after he was dropped.
Gucci.
Yeah, we know the ad lib. But yeah, I mean, shit, as soon as we even start going down this algorithm, look at this. Matt Critter, another artist he signed at one point. Gucci never put the pressure behind me like he did for Pooh Shiesty and etc.
That dude's an artist?
I'm guessing that's the guy interviewing
Gucci
him.
was sympathetic. Oh, that's the guy interviewing.
Yeah, why? This guy's, his body fat percentage is too high
He
for
just
you?
looked a little too old.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I look at it like I could put tons of time and effort into signing artists. I don't want to. It seems like a terrible way to make money, and it would be just devastating for your quality of life to have to be trailing these fools around. I've seen you do a lot of it, and you've had success.
It's different now.
You don't seem like you're like dedicated to it the way you were before.
I do what I got to do, but you know, you got other missions and other things you want to do. You know what I mean? It's good when it's good. And
I bet if you had a Pooh Shiesty right in front of you, and you knew like, oh, this guy could actually be gigantic, you thought it felt like a sure thing, I bet you would go for it. But I don't feel like you're trying to develop an artist from the ground up.
Well, right now we're in trying times.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what's what. You know that. You study this game.
Rap-wise, it just feels like shit's all over the place.
Yeah, it's all over the place. The perception of a person being hot is not translating over to sales. You know what I mean? What it takes to get an artist hot leaves you in a negative big time. So it's really a long game right now.
Really?
You know what I mean? Think about it. Okay, let's what's her name? Is it Glorilla?
Yeah.
Right? She did like 69, 70,000. People jumping for joy.
Because her album didn't sell as well. Oh, because her album sold decently. Right,
I mean,
right.
everybody else, all the other women did 26, 28.
Uzi just did 60K first week.
You understand what I'm saying? That's Uzi.
That's confusing.
I don't think it's Uzi, but I think that's just the state of urban music. Uzi is Uzi. Uzi's great. He's a rock star, right? But you look at all these, what it was doing and what the overall was doing, right? And then all of a sudden it just drops.
Is there any space for you to consider that hip hop itself might just not continue to be that big of a deal in the culture? Like, is maybe hip hop dying?
Rap. I think at one point in time we were deceived, tricked, and manipulated. And I think over the last year and a half, when things kind of went the way it went, I think certain things that were going on that people didn't know was going on, right? For perception, right?
The fake views, the fake
the plug
streams.
got pulled. I don't really think the artists knew, like, they really thought that was what it was, because overnight it was a 35 to 45% drop. And that's just not realistic across the board. You know what I mean? The people aren't dying. The people aren't disappearing. The people aren't turning religious or getting a change of heart. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, Lil Uzi. You're like, come on, he's always been successful. So, and what happens is the money is hurt because realistically, as a label, you can't give a guy $3 million, $5 million to do a project and come back 60,000. The next week is going to be a 50 to 70% drop.
And
so,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm a hip hop fan, and I consider Lil Uzi Vert one of the best guys, young dudes making music. Like, I feel like my thinking brain tells me that I'm interested in Lil Uzi's music, but I have not even considered listening to this album. And I've seen a little bit of promotion and stuff, but
I mean,
didn't even consider it.
Another thing I have to put out there is that now it's like having a park, right? Where you got 3 dudes selling weed.
Yeah.
And it's $100,000 a week coming through the park. Everybody could do all right? Okay, great. Now you got 300 people in the park with the same $100,000 coming through. Right? It's gonna be a change in it. So now, instead of you waking up in the morning and you're listening to Lil Baby, shower, jump in your car, and you still rocking Lil Baby, right? Lunchtime, all right, you done finished up, you go to something else, you go from Lil Baby, then you're on your Instagram listening to Lil Baby, you see something popped up, who is this dude with the tattoos on his face? Hit it, the song come on, oh, that song, hit the link, now you're on his Spotify, oh, I like this song, now you listen to his music, then you end up in TikTok, now you TikToking, then you over here on X.
Podcast.
And then you pop the podcast, then you go over here to Clubhouse. By the time you get back to the artist you were streaming, it's later on that night or the next day. And it's like it's too much for everybody to do.
And even
you get what I'm saying?
The process of listening to a full album by an artist is slowly becoming archaic. And I see it with myself too, because my friend, someone who I get along with that I like, that is a supporter of the No Jumper brand, Vaughn off 1700, also one of the most popping drill rappers right now, he just put out an album. Remo mentioned it a couple of times, like, yo, you listen to it yet? But when I go to the gym in the morning, I turn the TV to YouTube, I click a random fucking video from one of the artists that I like, because that's immediately just displays to me. It knows that at 8 o'clock in the morning, if I turn this TV on and it's logged into the No Jumper account, that I probably want to listen to some drill music while I'm working out. I click something, it plays a bunch of random songs. Never does my mind go to, oh, I should listen to his new album in its entirety, which is, it's a shame. Like, my brain just has already been accustomed to, thanks to the ease of use, of just listening to random videos instead of exploring the full project.
The last full album I listened to was an unsigned guy that I've been kind of help managing. And I didn't realize I'm driving to Vegas and he had sent me like 12 songs. And I just found myself listening to all of them, right?
Okay.
And a guy out of Chicago, you should interview him, named Kiddo Curry.
Oh yeah, who is that? Isn't it, you keep mentioning him, right?
You should interview him. serious guy, authentic guy. But I found myself listening like 12 songs.
Okay.
And it was just rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had that one song, We Don't Stop at Red Lights, right? Yeah, I believe so. So, and he's a guy that's just getting started. He's underground. And, but he's authentic from Chicago. But it's like a lot of the unsigned artists or underground artists. And I think, bro, we need to kind of like plug that in a little bit because it's a lot of conversation down there, right?
What?
It's a lot of conversation down there with these up and comings that just might not have went viral, but it's a lot of conversation because people are listening to them and they're curious about them, but the platform's really not talking to them.
Well, there's two routes that you could go with that. You could say, oh, the labels are divesting away from this and they're not putting money into these young artists, so maybe that opens up a lane for more of a grassroots hip-hop guy like me to kind of like swoop in and sign some of these dudes that might have otherwise got discovered super early on. Or the other way to think of it is, well, maybe there's just not that much value in signing young rappers anymore and I should just think about other things.
Well, the signing to them is something that happens, but I'm saying the platform, especially how what No Jumper used to be on the SoundCloud thing, right?
Because we used to post music on the channel.
There's a lot of conversation down there with the smaller guys who just, their bang's not big enough. So if you or me, and we set somebody down here, right? Like a Kiddo Curry, right? People are going to watch because it's the Adam and Wack show, right? But then they find out something interesting about this guy. Maybe his character, he has a sense of humor. Maybe he's a little thrown off, right? But then they could discover his music, check him out there, right? And then they get to know him. And then we look up 6 months later, something happened, he went viral, or he got a boost, right? But at the end of the day, his start was here, right?
But that is what I do. I interview rappers very early on, and then if their careers prosper, then that interview becomes much more valuable. If it doesn't, then okay, fine.
Yeah, but a lot of them that you pull in, it has to be like something has happened.
Yeah, people don't want to watch interviews with people that they've never heard of,
but
don't have anything to talk about.
I think as a partner, you could be right, I could be wrong. I think we should test it and just see how it does.
Yeah, there's only so many hours in the day. It's just like, am I really going to do more interviews?
No, I mean, let's give him 45 minutes, bro. I mean, just try once.
I mean, but that's like already what I do. I already interview all these
No, it's what
rappers.
you do.
Yeah.
Right? But you interview people that people like kind of like know about in some kind of way. I mean, give it a try. It may go up and it may boom. Like, oh, we might be on to something. I mean, there's tiers, there's levels to it. It's the upper echelon, it's the mid, it's the low.
You want to know what? From my perspective, it's even worse though, because it used to feel like I would interview somebody, and if I was their first interview, then they blow up, they get really big, and then that interview is so important because it was like, a vision of what they were very, very early on. As time goes by, when there's so many opportunities for them to do interviews, it slowly becomes like, oh, people just don't like that artist can kind of blow up and people don't like revisit the interview that much because they're going to do a lot more interviews. They're making all kinds of Instagram live content. They might have their own YouTube channel, all this kind of shit. They're doing YouTube vlogs with random kids. I mean, the idea like that, the effect that I got from interviewing a lot of those SoundCloud rappers, that effect is not nearly as strong as it used to be, which is unfortunate.
You're right. But what I'm saying is this, right? And on that, it's like kind of like you speaking just the bottom line of business, but on some real stuff. I feel like at some point, let's give back a little every now and then. Let's just grab one. Let's
Maybe.
do. That's how
I gotta be able to believe in the vision.
I mean, only way we gonna know is to try.
One of the number one comments, like I just did a Stupid Young interview. We all know who Stupid Young is.
He's been around. Yeah,
I did an interview or a vlog with him that got 14 million views. You know what half the comments are? I was like, Adam, why are you interviewing this random dude that we haven't heard of? It's like a big part of the audience gets annoyed by seeing so much of that in their feed.
What about the other parts of the audience?
No, and for sure there is an audience that's going to be important to
everything. Ain't nobody's gonna get 100%.
It'll probably do 100K plus views as time goes on.
And these days, let's just be real. That's not bad for an up and coming artist.
Yeah, and I am dedicated to covering music that in any way moves the streets. So
that's real.
If he's extremely important to the Cambodians, to the people in Long Beach, etc., that's good enough for me.
No, Stupid Young is great. Good dude.
Good guy. Good man.
Good dude.
So is Luce and Tanea just going to swoop up in here at some point, or what's going on with it? I'm going to text her. Tanea. Did you kill your aunt? No, I'm not going to ask her that. That's fucked up. Snoopy should not be putting that out there. You coming back for 6:30? Okay. In terms of topics, let's take a look here. What other topics we got? Oh yeah, I want to talk about this. So on the one song that we did, What Would Vaughn Do? Flakko took aim at, do you know who this is? Brandon Buckingham? Basically, he's like a YouTuber. He does tons of vlogs where he goes to some of the most grimiest, dangerous neighborhoods all over America. And
They let him in?
for sure. He taps in with like the rappers, the gang members, whatever, and he's been consistently doing many.
He's got
millions
more
of
hair
views.
on his face than Little Woody.
Yeah, definitely strong mustache there. And so he became extremely notable because he did a vlog with this guy from Philly, YBC Duel, aka Mr. Disrespectful. And then it came out literally the next day, YBC Duel gets killed with a switch. Kid pulls up on him in a car. 16-year-old kid kills him.
Oh, yeah, I think we've seen that.
Very sad situation. I interviewed him a few months before he passed. And so Brandon Buckingham obviously been getting a lot of shit about that. Flakko on the song that we did, What Would Vaughn Do, said some incredibly disrespectful stuff to Brandon Buckingham, including the lyric, Duel died, now you gotta lay with him, which I was very surprised to hear a YouTuber say something like that to another YouTuber. He's like just blatantly mocking his dead friend and making it like, now you're gonna die too. I don't know why he said that. I hopped on the song. I didn't really question it
I
that
hate
much.
to say it, like, Flacco's probably like, by New Year's, they gonna touch him up.
You think?
Yeah, he's feeling himself.
Wait, who's they?
Somebody.
Because all right, I was only just saying that.
Somebody.
Let me show you this as well. Hopefully, it's still.
You see, he got me in the middle. Him and his what's the dude name? Skinny from the eight.
Nine, yeah.
Oh, nine.
Wait,
yeah.
how did you get in that?
I don't know. He says I conned him. I don't know what I got to do with conning him.
Damn, how fucking far am I gonna have to scroll to find? There's a clip of Flakko gangbanging. Check this out. Look at the screen.
Hey
man, come on now. Hey, the money gone. See all these dudes, see they playing with it. See that's cool. See, he playing with it.
They got some screenshots. Oh wait, whoa! What is this? That's a they had a fucking blue rag on his head. No, but he
playing with. I'm telling you.
But I seen some
He's
screenshots of him
stuff.
like really just throwing up the C's that looked pretty crazy.
Throwing up a bunch of bees right there. Like he playing with the culture. Dude is playing with the culture. I'm telling you.
I want to make that the background on this computer. Do I have to
Dude's
save
gonna
it
be
to-
in an extra wide casket. You
Oh,
better
yeah.
stop playing, bro.
Set as desktop background. Boom. There we go.
Bro, he gotta stop playing, bro.
Nah, for
That's
sure.
my guy, but he's getting a little too comfortable.
Yeah, what's going on? He's feeling himself. I don't know. But anyway, so Flakko said that disrespectful shit to Brandon Buckingham, and apparently Brandon Buckingham has challenged him to a fight. Oh yeah, here we go. At Flakko, what are you trying to do, Tubby? Keep dissing, or no, keep dick eating from home, or you're gonna man up and step in that ring with me.
Flacco
I mean,
like to fight?
I don't think he does.
You give him a bag, Flacco gonna get out.
Yo, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm pretty sure Brandon Buckingham is like at least 6 feet tall. And he's quite muscular. I would have not expected him to be this cut. I'm pretty sure that he would whoop the dog shit out of Flakko. Flakko has almost no fighting experience.
I don't know. You gotta punch through a lot of layers for Flacco to feel it.
Wow, look at this. This is way more in depth than I thought.
Especially if Flacco throws some thigh blocks.
Look at this. This song is absolutely trash, garbage, crap. And then he said, Flakko said, watch my dick bust all on Buckingham. Duel died, now he got to lay with him. And I really want to go off on him, but I also really pity the guy. To be honest, it makes me sad. Flakko, you're going to die from donut-induced diabetes. I would rather get shot 100 times than live a single day in your pathetic body. I hope you like insulin.
Yo, that's so funny, huh?
He's funny.
Yeah, that's some real white stuff.
He's shitting on Miami.
Yeah, dude.
It's funny. I like seeing these guys go back and forth.
Shit.
Look at, I have no respect for any of these. Wait, who's on this?
I remember you. You that little white dude that held up one of my videos.
I have no respect for any of these clout-chasing
you.
academics, Flakko-type internet clowns staying inside, stirring up shit all day in their bedroom.
Remember you.
I could grab you up like a hawk and have you saying sorry on any given day. Like a hawk. Wow.
Hey, listen, man.
Why does this have a play
That's
button?
a good guy for
Oh.
Flakko to beef with.
Wow, man. So what do you think? You think Flakko should actually take him on 1v1? Or you think he should let it go?
I mean, I think Flakko should, you know.
I mean, read these lyrics. Like, if someone said this, watch my dick bust on all on Buckingham, duel died, now you got to lay with him. Like, if someone says...
That's kind of gay.
Do you owe some... He means lay, like die. Do you owe somebody a fade after you say that about them?
He said, watch his dick bust on the man. Why are you busting on the man?
I think it might be a joke because Brandon Buckingham got shot.
That's the problem. See, we got Lil Woody talking about snitching ain't snitching, and now you saying direct gay things is not gay. A man saying, watch my penis bust on you on another man is gay.
I mean, I could definitely see what you're saying, but
what do you mean definitely see what I'm saying?
It's an expression. It's a
no, that's not expression.
It's like saying, "Hey, suck my dick."
No, that's not a.
Which also controversial in some circles.
Yo, listen, come on, brother. You want me to go Hulk Hogan on you?
Brother.
Hey, brother.
There's a lot of different brothers.
Hey, brother.
A lot of different ways to say brother.
I'm just saying, I don't know. Flakko might be a little on the ropes.
Oh, for sure. If he fights Brandon Buckingham, yeah, he's gonna get pieced up. That's my guess.
On the ropes.
I just don't understand how this song is absolute trash, garbage crap. What are you talking about? This is the same genre of music that you cover.
You're on the song
all the time. I'm on the song. I'm in the thumbnail. Flacco's not even in the thumbnail.
Maybe
what's he doing?
Verse.
God damn it.
DW Flames calling me.
What? I'm calling Tanea. Pick it up. What's DW talking about? Maybe she's ghosting on us. We're just gonna have to talk to Loose Cooch.
Hold on, bro. Have some respect.
That's my man. I like him,
bro. All right, you gonna
lay with him.
You gonna get used to saying something. You gonna say it when he here.
You say,
you know what I'm saying?
Loose is loose.
Where you at now?
You gotta lay with him.
I'm 2 minutes away.
Oh, right. There he is.
All right, cool.
All right, cuh. See you soon. What?
Right.
Is that good? Try it.
Sharp's cup.
Sharp's cup. Good cup. How you feel about that? You like seeing him lose his goddamn mind on the internet?
Yo, why is he looking straight ahead with the camera here?
He's fucking lost it, dude.
It's like, I don't get, is that, did he like look at himself and say, I like my side view?
All right, think about it.
And everything you say, he's like, I didn't say that.
Yeah, he's a liar.
That is totally wrong.
Yeah, he's a liar. He can't prove anything about me lying, but he's a liar. I think he's drunk on piss and period blood. But anyway, he did a 4-hour live stream about me last night, I guess. I have no idea because all the fans, all the Redditors and the Instagram pages who normally would like clip his content, they're not paying attention anymore. So nobody's clipping it up anymore. So I don't know what the fuck he's saying. But that being said, man, I'm pretty sure he's lost it. Like really lost it. Like I'm not just saying that. I thought you were going to call DW. Why are you shushing me on my own podcast?
It's our podcast.
Okay. Still weird to shush. Still weird.
You want to talk to DW?
Well, you just said he was calling him. I just want to know what he's talking about.
Me. Oh, you miss him?
We're cool. I never talked shit about him.
No?
He did his little struggle session on Back on Fig talking about me. I didn't even say anything.
Did he?
Yeah.
Why did he talk crazy about you?
Adam's not a good leader. I don't know. You can never go out with like a clean exit. You always got to throw a little struggle session in there,
I'm going to get him going. Watch.
Oh, I like he's going to be able to tell where you are.
Let's get him going. Get him pumped up. He can come up here and whip your ass.
He could definitely whip my ass.
D-Dub's a big boy.
Actually, Brandon Buckingham, if you want to smoke with me, then I have a guy named DW Flame who's going to take the fade for me.
Yo.
That's just what I'm doing.
Meanwhile, how do you feel? Like you feel like you confident about Trump? For real?
Confident that he's the president? Yes.
No, that he can make some changes. All the BS aside.
Honestly, this is the thing. I've been a Democrat my whole life. We took a L. However, my sex sexual orientation, and race all took a W. Good night for white men. Good night for heterosexual men. Would hate to be a trans in this new world that we're going into, MAGA world. And also, I'm a straight man.
You're not straight.
Okay, well,
you got tendencies, brother.
Sure, whatever.
I'm just keeping it real, bro.
I'm a freaky guy, but you know.
No. I'm a freaky guy. You are.
You're way freaky.
No, you're border. You're like, cause you
drink piss in a field.
That ain't drink. I licked. Listen. What are you talking about?
Listen,
right?
I don't think the world's ready. The world is not ready for a woman.
You're not going to
lead our country.
Kevin Gates drunk piss. So let the homie own his thing. He drinks it. He drank it. I licked it. All right, that's it. I had to clean my woman up somewhere.
It's not Kevin Gates. You're thinking of Sharp.
No, Kevin Gates.
Did Kevin Gates
That's my homie.
drink pee?
He don't care. Like, he let you know what's going on.
Kevin Gates speaks on drinking his partner's
Gates
urine.
Real. Gates don't care.
During intimacy. Wow.
Hey, what do you mean? Boy, that's Kevin Gates.
There's been a lot of wild stuff. Well, really, I interviewed a trans girl, and then she came out and she said that she Kevin Gates, or at least,
hey, bro.
No, something about eating her pussy.
Hey, bro, chill out.
You want to see?
No, I don't want to see none of that. What are you talking about?
I fuck with Kevin Gates. I don't want to expose that. I was just telling somebody. I'm trying to interview him. I don't want to talk about that.
Try to disrespect the homie. Like, it's wrong with
this in the news. You want to see?
No, I don't care. Did it come out of Kevin Gates' mouth?
Kevin Gates.
Did it come out of Gates' mouth? If it didn't come out of his mouth, it didn't happen.
Trans woman exposes Kevin Gates for smashing and accepting her gender. I know this girl. I see her all the time.
Did it come out of Gates' mouth? It's DW.
I don't think he's commented on it.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Yo, bro, Dub. DW.
Hello?
Yo, DW, what's this thing Adam talking about? You came up here to get... Bro, Adam said you came up here to get paid and he mushed you, bro. I'm like, no way. He mushed you. He said, and that's why you went to down there with AD them and said something crazy. He said you came up here demanding to get paid and he mushed you, and instead of you doing something, you went down there to AD them podcast and said something crazy. I'm like, ain't no way. That's no way. No, bro, I'm like, hold on. He said he was a little tipsy.
Look, I don't even know why you asking me that.
Bro, he's sitting here saying it like it's real.
Okay, that means it's on camera. How about that?
You right. Oh, he said he deleted it because he didn't want no incriminating information because he said since you went over there with AD, you hanging out with Dijon.
Picking that up, Wack.
He said you hanging out with Dijon and he didn't want to, he right here.
That's a cold narrative.
Bro, listen, did you mush him or not, Adam?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, y'all stop playing. Anybody would have mushed me with a guy shot. Oh my kids.
What's up, D-Dog?
Oh yeah, see, I'm gonna call you in a minute. I don't even like to talk in front of niggas.
But you see, you were overdoing it. You should have toned it down a little bit, and then he might have got into it a little bit more.
That. He's not taking.
But that's not even a good lie. Obviously, I would not do that.
I mean, it was a comical lie. I didn't want it to be a serious lie.
Yeah, it was funny, but you could.
I didn't want him to really get mad at
you. You could have said something like a little bit more believable that would have maybe had him going.
What? Smoke in his face?
The him and Dejan thing is funny.
Well, I don't know.
If you had just
Dejan's a liar.
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody. Your report card gets an F. You failed.
Oh, do we still have any of those? Maybe I should wipe my ass with one.
It's over with.
I'm gonna wipe my ass with one of those report cards.
Over with.
How you feel about doing our own report card?
Yeah, let's do it.
Just flood the zone. Nobody will even know he came up with it.
Let's kick it off. We can do it.
He didn't even really come up with it. We used to get those when we were kids.
Especially you put our name on it, it'll definitely roll.
We've all had report cards.
Oh, definitely.
We used to get Fs in conduct.
Yeah, we changed our Fs into A's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a fact.
It's so interesting that Tanea's not responding about coming here at 6:30. I wonder if she's here. Maybe she's just not.
I've never met her.
You never met Tanea? Munchie B told me she got the fire top.
Huh?
He said that you got head from her and that it was killer.
Did they use peanut butter?
Not that I know of, but anything's possible. So we're not going to talk about my trans friend and Kevin Gates.
Bro, let me tell
I
you
always
something.
I want to ask him about that off camera though.
Let me tell you something about
I
Gates.
won't ask him on camera.
Let me tell you something about Gates.
Sure.
Gates is no filter. He gonna stand on what he believe in, and if he did it, he gonna own it. You see, he like, yeah. He said, yeah, I had sex with my cousin. I didn't know at first. When I figured it out, I didn't stop.
I would fuck the shit out of my
Right?
cousin.
Then he said about, I
I
drunk.
don't even think that's weird.
He said I drunk a couple of my girls' piss, right? Bro, whatever Gates does, he will stand on it. If it didn't come out his mouth, he ain't do it.
Have you heard?
I'm just being real.
Okay, here's the thing. Biologically, you are designed to want to fuck your relatives. Like, if there were 10 women and one of them just happened to be your sister, but you didn't know she was your sister, you would be more attracted to her than any of the other women on average, just because you're biologically programmed that way. I didn't know that until I watched the documentary about the guy who was basically like scamming the sperm donation places, and he has like 10,000 kids out there.
All the kids, I was about to say that.
And the danger in that is that now you've got tons of people living in one area who are all related to each other.
They don't know it.
They're going to meet each other and be more attracted to each other than they would just a random person.
They don't know it.
Then they have kids. Those kids come out retarded.
Here goes the question.
Sure.
Now I was gonna get to that.
Yeah.
What is the percentage of people having sex and having kids that are related, and there's something wrong with the babies?
I wonder that too. Like, is it like a small
Is that
percentage?
just something people? I don't know if you can Google that.
Yeah.
I don't know, right? But and then
if I fuck my cousin, will my kid be retarded?
Bro, you using some strong words.
Is it really that bad to marry my cousin? Oh yeah, well, I mean, let's just go to this. Will the baby be messed up if you have a baby with your cousin? According to various published studies, a variety of disorders have been linked to this breeding practice, including congenital heart disease, blood diseases such as hemophilia. I mean, you can get over whatever, right? Deafness, cystic fibrosis. Okay, these are some serious things. Depression, breast cancer. I just want to know, is it like 100% of the time, or is it like 20% of the time?
I don't know. But the rule of thumb when it came to black people's
Look at that. My parents were first cousins. They had 5 of us kids, and none of us have any birth defects.
Rule of thumb when it comes to black people's family reunion.
Everybody's related.
Anything after the third cousin, I believe, could get hit.
Third feels excessive.
No, after the third.
It's like I've hundreds and hundreds of women. I only had a kid with one.
No. First, second, and third cousins is off limits. Fourth, fifth, and sixth cousins could get hit. I think that is the black people's family reunion rule of thumb.
I think that as Americans, we live in denial about the number of people who live in insular religious communities that are fucking their cousins, never mind brothers and sisters. It's got to be so common because their whole culture basically dictates that you're not supposed to just be branching out and going and having a kid with some random person. You're supposed to somebody from your little village.
Look, there's a lot of people went to group homes, separated, adopted, or all this stuff. It's a lot of people related. I seen one brother and sister married, had kids before they figured out they were brother and sister.
Who cares?
Right?
Just
it's too
run
late.
it.
I mean, he already got kids, so he's been knocking it down. And what are you gonna do? Leave his wife, that's his sister, and tell his kids that I left your mom, that's your auntie?
Who's having babies anyway? I just feel like it's just so unlikely.
Oh, what do you mean? You just had a baby not too long ago.
Yeah, but that's like way less than 1% of the people I've had sex with in my life I've created a child with.
So you never spent the $850?
The A-bomb?
You never went and took somebody to the clinic?
I had a girl tell me that she got an abortion one time after she supposedly did it. But
you gave her the money?
I did not. I also have reason to believe that she was a pathological liar. So I don't even know if that's true. So I have one questionable abortion on my track record.
That's it?
Half a teardrop, maybe.
Yeah.
Just half.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
Not that bad.
Thomas Stone.
Who's Thomas Stone?
I have no idea.
Tom Stone. Let's do a little analysis right here. Look at this. So we got infinite shit for interviewing a block star, the killer of Pop Smoke, allegedly. And Vlad has decided to throw his hat in the ring. He did the first Lil Tim interview, the killer of King Von. And I'm wondering if he's going to get the same level of hate that we've gotten. Yeah. Oh, that's so funny that everybody's making fun of Vlad for the way that he started this interview. You want to hear it? It's so funny. Listen to the opening preamble that Vlad does in this interview.
All right, here we go. Today we have Lil Tim, who's most known for protecting his friend Quando Rondo with deadly force when Quando was attacked unprovoked by King Von in Atlanta in 2020. When we first spoke a couple years ago, Tim was still being charged for the shooting, so I waited until all the charges were dropped before reaching out for an interview. Well, those charges have all been dropped, so now we can speak about it. So long last, welcome to Vlad TV.
Well, he doesn't say a word.
Don't say a word. He shakes his head.
I mean, the interview starts to hit like a decent flow at some point during it, but like, it's just so weird how Vlad has such a fucking paragraph written in advance, and then Lil Tim seems like he doesn't even know he's in an interview.
Academics just went down there and interviewed Quando 2 days ago.
He did, huh?
Yeah.
That's interesting because Quando just did Vlad and did No Jumper a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I feel like Vlad, like typically academics will only travel if it was like a really
he traveled.
high priority.
Called me like 2
interview.
days ago.
Yeah.
2 days ago.
I wonder what
When I was talking to him, you called me actually.
I wonder what he thinks. Well, I guess talking about Dirk is so fresh
right now.
and interesting. Yeah. That's a
he's going to hit him with other questions.
Yeah.
That didn't happen months ago.
Based on my Quando Rondo interview, I felt like he was so evasive about everything street oriented that I wouldn't really be dying to fly across the country to do an interview with him.
Quando, he still got to get sentenced. He got to go for sentencing.
And I'm not saying it's irrational.
And he's already kind of like, I love watching his interviews.
Quando.
Especially if I'm like I just got some bad news.
So you go watch a Quando Rondo interview to cheer you up?
Ah, dang, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
I do love his voice.
Yo, man, like, cuz.
We got 548,000 views for an hour and 43 minutes.
Quando right there?
It is.
That's a totally different looking Quando.
How was that 6 months ago? It feels like the other day.
Damn, we got braces in his mouth.
How did the full Vlad TV do?
Well, we got silver in his mouth.
Oh, look. It was only a month ago. Well, here's the full one.
Vlad do.
145K. I mean, but he does all the clips first, so it's kind of misleading. Yeah. Brig Baby, on rumor he dropped Quando Rondo's location to Lil Durk, a.k.a. Co-Conspirator 4. We already know who Coco Fo is, and I'm assuming the cops do as well. Okay. Anything else that we should talk about here before we bring Loose on it?
Mike Tyson, Jake Paul.
Why are we still talking about that? Isn't that like long over?
No, it hasn't happened.
They're
15th.
still talking about it?
It happened on the 15th. What do you mean?
Really? Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. What's the latest
we got
update?
8 days.
Oh, so it's actually finally happening?
Yeah, on the 15th.
I already got faked out by it one time, so I thought it was.
Nah, I think Mike got something happened with his health.
Are you upset? Do you think this is going to be a good one? What's?
I'm hearing that it's going to count towards Mike's record. So if that's happening, there's no clauses in there where Mike. I believe when he fought Roy Jones, it was a clause in there where he couldn't knock him out. If this counting towards Mike's record, it's gun ho. They might have some big gloves on, some 14 ounces or something.
I got money on my man Jake Paul.
Mike.
He's a young legend.
No,
he's
Mike ain't going out like that.
He's got the energy.
The
he's
only
got the power,
way,
the stamina. Mike Tyson belongs in an old folks home.
No,
he shouldn't be fighting still.
No, he doesn't. The only
Put him
way
in a
Mike's
wheelchair.
going to lose is if Jake Paul's doing the old white boy trick,
What's that?
paying him to take a fall.
Oh, never that.
They
We
give
fight
Mike like
with honor.
They give Mike like five to 10 million. Yeah, he'd go in there and slip on a banana peel. That's a fact.
Why would he do that? He's got plenty of money. He doesn't have to do that.
Man, 5-10 million a day is more money.
Yeah, I don't think
Nobody's going to talk about it until for maybe a day.
Do you feel like Mike Tyson did that in any of his other bouts?
Nah, never.
Then why would he start now?
I mean, why not? He's like 50, almost 60, like some years old. If they offer Mike 5-10 extra million, if Jake Paul do the back door, Mike's slipping on a banana peel. That's a fact.
He can make shitloads of money by being honest.
And then you'll look up, and Mike will be the ambassador of Prime.
and you aren't going to say anything when they do this battle and it ends up being a decisive Jake Paul victory, or let's say Mike Tyson wins. Either way, let's say it's a competitive fight. You're not going to come on here and admit that you were wrong about him potentially throwing it.
Listen, if he throws it, I'm going to say, go Mike. You beat the people.
Well, you beat one person.
No, the people.
Who's just white people in general?
You said it, not me.
There's a lot of white people who don't even claim Jake Paul like that.
White people not claiming white people?
Probably most, yeah. We don't really move as a block like that.
We're making America great again, aren't we?
Right. Does that not stand out to you that like you kind of like were supporting the pro-white candidate?
Making America great doesn't mean that.
Black people went
It means
hard for him.
bringing our workforce back to the United States.
Do you really think Americans want to work in the fields?
Not fields.
Do all these shitty
Our
jobs?
factories, a lot of stuff went to Mexico, Canada. Our car dealers up in Motor City, a lot of stuff went other places. So we bring those jobs, those companies back here, factories and whatever have you. That's more jobs for our people. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel like our nation has a need for low-cost employees as well. So we're gonna miss those illegals once they're gone.
No doubt about it. I salute. I got a Hispanic team that built my whole backyard.
I'll also bet my life that he's not getting rid of 10 million undocumented Mexicans in America? I don't think so. No way. He didn't do it last time. He ain't doing it this time.
I'm tell you this. You dudes in D.C. in trouble. He for sure about to clean up D.C. I read his list of things. You didn't read it?
List of things that he says he's going to do.
The
Yeah,
top
I
20
believe
things.
them like about as much as I believe everything else that he said he's
it
going
was
to do.
a pretty solid list.
Yeah?
Yeah. I swear it was a pretty solid list.
Trump list of things
My man
he
Pitbull
will
sent it to
do
me.
in office.
Let me see.
7 things he says he will do as president.
No, it's 20.
Deport undocumented migrants.
Right, that's the first one.
Hopefully, coyotes.
No, that's not how it reads.
are
Look,
a
it's
part of
this.
that. Okay.
Oh, it's this. What do you got over there? Gee whiz. All right, it's
This is on
seal the
BBC.
border.
I choose to get all my information from BBC.
seal the border and stop the migrant invasion.
Okay.
1, carry out the largest deportation operation in American history. 2,
I can't get behind that.
end inflation and make America affordable again. 3,
Inflation's already going in an incredibly good direction.
Make America the dominant energy producer
The
in the world.
inflation thing has
by
already
fair.
kind of been fixed, and now he's going to take credit for it. Inflation has already subsided so much.
Perk Joe didn't do nothing.
See, you're
5,
just like going to give.
stop
You're going to
outsourcing
give Trump
and
credit
turn
for
the United
everything that the
States
Biden administration
into a
did.
manufacturing superpower. What you think about that?
Do you know what tariffs are? They're not good.
Yeah.
The tariff thing is a bad idea. You're all
Large
going to regret
tax
this.
cuts for workers and no tax on tips.
You will get buyer's remorse for the
no
Trump thing.
tax on tips.
That's
Ain't bad.
so stupid. Why should we treat employees who get tips any different than other
Defend our
employees?
Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and our fundamental freedoms.
He said he wanted to get rid of the
including freedom
Constitution.
of speech, freedom of religion, and the right to keep and bear arms.
Freedom of speech coming from a guy who has promised that he's going to imprison his political opponents.
Prevent World War III. Restore peace in Europe and in the Middle East, and build a great iron, that's supposed to be grid, but great Iron Dome missile defense shield over our entire country. All made in America.
He thinks we need an Iron Dome?
End the weaponization of government against the American people.
What does that mean?
You know what that means. You're a white guy. Stop the migrant crime epidemic, demolish the foreign drug cartels, crush gang violence, and lock up violent offenders.
You think that Trump's going to get rid of the cartels?
I wouldn't put it past him. That's the
I
top 10.
definitely would.
Number 11, rebuild our cities, including Washington, D.C., making them safe, clean, and beautiful.
Even
again.
just that one. I want you to keep that in mind. Because what the f*** is Trump going to do to stop homelessness?
Yo, somebody asked me my top.
What's he going to do?
Somebody asked me my top 3 things I would want to see change. That was my first.
I mean, good,
Number 12,
good luck.
strengthen and modernize our military, making it without question the strongest and most powerful in the world.
We already are the strongest, most powerful.
13, keep the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency. 14,
Sure.
fight
So
for,
keep things as they already are.
fight for and protect Social Security and Medicare with no cuts, including no change to the retirement age.
So again, keep things exactly as they are.
15, cancel the electric vehicle mandate and cut costly and burdensome regulations.
Basically, let Elon Musk get away with whatever he wants.
16, Elon gave away 17 million. He's going to see what's going on. 16,
17
cut
billion.
federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory, radical gender ideology,
This I can get behind.
and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content on our children.
But you know what that means? That means that he doesn't want your kids to go to school and be taught that they are lesser than because they're white. Are
he
you
doesn't
okay
want
with
the
that?
kids to go to school and say, Ben is Jill and Jill is Ben.
That's part of it. But when you talk about
Okay.
CRT, he doesn't want white kids to be told that they are inherently racist because they're white. To me, having done a podcast with you over a year, I'm pretty sure your entire worldview is that white people need to constantly be reminded that that's what he's
You're
talking
trying
about.
to manipulate
CRT.
me. 17,
Read it again.
Keep men out of women's sports.
All on board with that. Yeah.
18, deport pro-Hamas radicals and make our college campus safe and patriotic again.
But when I hear
That's
that,
some bullshit.
It's very confusing to me why the Muslims in Dearborn are voting for Trump when he's making it clear in his list of policies that he wants to get rid of the Hamas supporters.
My 19.
Why? I don't understand.
Secure our elections, including same-day voting, voter identification, paper ballots, and proof of citizenship.
All things that will pretty much ensure that we may never have a Democratic
20.
president again.
Unite our country by bringing it to new and record levels of success.
That doesn't mean anything. That's like make America great again. Like, let's be good.
Yeah,
let's be good, not bad.
That was a bunch of bull crap.
Yeah, I mean,
I've
heard a lot of these things before, so it's kind of hard to be impressed, but sounds good.
Hey, listen, man, we're gonna see it's a start.
Listen, I'm gonna give him a shot again. I'm going to be honest, his first term, kind of a dumpster fire. But if the next one is better, then I will admit so. However, I don't think that you're being terribly honest about some of these things. You understand his opposition to critical race theory. Critical race theory is basically teaching white kids, or just teaching people in general, that race should be at the forefront of all thoughts about society, and that it's impossible for us to be anti-racist without being consumed by the discussion of racism. Does this sound like anybody? Kind of sounds like you. He's saying he wants to destroy that. He wants to basically make it so you can't teach anything negative about white people racially in school. The sinister reading of that is that it's going to be very, very difficult.
Did you miss all the other stuff
it's going to be very, very difficult for teachers to even teach about slavery in school.
They've already been removing that. They've been removing that the last 20 years.
No.
Man, my daughter's 20 years old. They didn't teach her nothing about Malcolm, Martin, none of that. They've been bamboozled, knocking down the statues of Robert E. Lee and these slave owners. They've been trying to erase.
But this is a relatively new thing.
When your daughter gets of age, slavery will pretty much be erased. She won't know about it.
And he's promising that.
No, they're already doing that.
I don't think so.
Yes, they don't talk about it. They're knocking down the statues. They've been removing the statues for the last 5-10 years.
The thing about the Republicans is that they complain about the fact that critical race theory is so prevalent in schools, AKA there's too much being taught about slavery and about racism, et cetera. That's the Republican viewpoint, is that there's too much of this going on.
The last 20 years, it has not been being taught.
I think that's kind of silly. Do they teach about slavery in schools?
I'm telling you, they don't.
But, okay, this is the problem. It's idiotic to think that you shouldn't teach about slavery in schools. It's part of our fucking history as a country.
I'm with you.
Listen, if you are high school age, please let us know, did you learn about slavery in school? I feel like, yes, for the most part, you're definitely learning about slavery in school.
No, they haven't been teaching about it. They stopped quite a long time ago. I'm not BSing you.
How old are you?
I'm telling you.
I'm class of 2010, and I didn't learn shit about slavery.
You didn't learn anything about slavery in school?
I'm telling you, my daughter's 12 years young. I asked her.
That's shocking.
Black Student Union to learn about that type
the
of
stuff
had
they
to go
taught
to
us,
the Black Student Union to learn about it. Wow.
The stuff they taught us, I asked my daughter, she's like, nah, they didn't teach, not even doing Black History Month.
Wow. That's crazy. I'm surprised.
They've been cut the statues when they're removing the statues. Okay, we're gonna get rid of them for you guys.
But so you're against that?
Totally again. They should stay up.
So if there's a statue of a former president and he owned slaves,
you should stay. You know why?
if he was important during his time, keep the
So
statue
when the
up.
kids say,
I agree.
The kids say, "Dad, who was that?" I can say that's Robert E. Lee. He was a slave owner.
Let
What's a
us
slave?
discuss him, his
They-
faults, his accomplishments.
When you remove that,
sure.
it's never talked about. They're
If
erasing
in
it.
his time he was considered important enough to deserve a statue, keep the motherfucking statue up.
That's a fact.
But what if there's like a statue of Hitler in your town?
It is what it is. The history. No, I'm gonna tell you why.
No, that's.
Hold on, brother.
You're gonna keep the Hitler statue up?
Ye address this. The history of Hitler, bro, is very
Hitler
important.
is bad.
No,
Please don't
I'm
become
not-
a Hitler is actually good
I'm
guy.
not saying it's not
Okay,
bad,
all right.
but
We'll
it's
see where
a
this
history
goes.
to it to explain why those people that were oppressed and slaughtered, right? Why they feel the way they feel today. If you erase that, right, you get a Jewish guy and he's speaking the way he's speaking, and you wonder why. Like, why do you feel this way?
Mm.
If you just erase that, if you keep that there, and people can understand and identify that, then they already understand why these people feel the way they feel. But if you erase that, it starts to look like the Jewish people is on some bullshit, when really they're not, right? It looks like, dang, why do you guys hate these people? If you erase that, the action, right? Now the reaction now becomes the action.
But don't you feel like having a statue of somebody in your town, in the downtown area, is like, it's like a day-to-day celebration
It's
of
not-
that
no,
person?
No, that's
Now,
part of history. You
listen,
can go by and throw eggs at it.
Thomas Jefferson owned slaves, but I feel like his other accomplishments kind of outweigh the fact that he owned slaves. But there's some people, like with Hitler, it's like, yeah, I'm sure he accomplished a bunch of good stuff along the way, but the bad stuff just so
Good,
massively
bad, and
outweighs
ugly.
it.
Let me ask you something.
Sure.
Did Hitler have an impact on the world and history as it is today?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Therefore, he should not be erased so people could understand the order of events.
Okay, for sure he shouldn't be erased, but should he be celebrated?
Putting a statue up is not celebrated.
Yes,
It's
it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. We build statues of people that we respect. We don't build a fucking statue of Voldemort.
Okay, then put a statue up of him and put a goddamn bullet in his brain. I don't know. I don't know what you want to do. I'm saying let's not erase what that was, because now it starts to make our Jewish community look like they're the bad people.
I feel like the Jewish community are probably the number one people that wouldn't want the Hitler statue.
No, what
up.
I'm saying is if you erase that, right, and you hear the Jewish people speaking about that, right, you start to wonder, the people that don't know about it, why they feel this way about them. You get what I'm saying? Right? Now the reaction, which is the Jewish people, they're reacting to an action of what they went through. The Holocaust, right?
Shouldn't we expect more of people than to just assume that because a statue was taken down, that it was taken down for nefarious reasons?
I mean, that's why they're taking it down. They're taking it down because people are offended.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be offended by history. I'm not offended by slavery.
I'm only offended by the celebration of that person.
not-
If it feels like their contributions to the world was net overall
People
negative.
that stand for what Hitler stood for are going to celebrate that anyways. People that don't, I would.
But it's even easier to celebrate them if
Listen.
there's a statue.
If you have a Jewish family walking by a Hitler statue, they would
You
stop.
see that alone, that sounds horrible.
No,
I don't want
no.
to encourage
No,
that.
listen. Should be able to stop and tell their child who this is. You know the stories we tell you, the things our people went through, the pictures we show you, the mass graves, the horrible things. It was all led by this man.
Why don't we take it a step further? Why don't we actually just like create a giant statue of a concentration camp in the middle of the downtown?
Well, I mean,
If we want to remind people of all the terrible things that happened.
I mean, why put a
listen,
bunch of dead? Like,
if
why
the
would you do
statue
that?
is Hitler looking triumphant and glorious in all his glory, yeah, that's bad. I don't want
says
that. Why? What about a statue of the concentration camp? Let's acknowledge his worst contributions to the world.
Hey, take the concentration
Because
camp.
we can't even name anything good he did. The only thing we could think of with Hitler is the bad stuff.
Let me tell you the good he did do.
What do you? Come on,
No, let me tell you the good he did do.
Nick Fuentes.
He
over here.
showed us what we shouldn't do.
Thank God. I could have thought up a bunch of evil shit to not do.
No, that's real. And it showed the world and our world leaders on the things they need to stop immediately the minute anybody is moving forward the way he did. Immediately. These countries is doing certain things that I'm seeing now, we've been seeing over the last year, right? That's like Hitler stuff to me.
Should we put
bombing schools and hospitals? That's Hitler stuff to me. All that type of stuff need to be stopped.
By
Murder
your-
of women and children, innocent people, I don't care where it's at. Bro, that's Hitler style stuff. It need to be stopped.
by your logic, I think
just real stuff.
By your logic, we should put a statue of Eric Holder on Crenshaw. No, we shouldn't.
No.
It's a constant memory of
no.
something terrible that we don't want to think about, right?
No.
And never mind me, people who live in those communities.
This is the way I see it. It should be a statue of Nipsey Hussle,
Yes.
right?
Much better.
And then it should be the story of Nipsey Hussle,
Yes.
whatever that may be,
Yeah.
right?
For sure.
And then it definitely
Another statue.
should be a statue of Eric Holder.
What? Why not just not do a statue?
I'm gonna
for
tell
him?
you why. To teach the people, right, what this individual did.
I think the statue of
Hold
Nipsey
on.
gets that point across.
No, it gets across of what he did, his accomplishments, and then we have to put a face on the individual who may have disrupted that in whatever the story is. People should know the good and the bad of things.
Luckily, people have Google. So if they want to say, how did Nipsey die?
yeah, we know
boom,
that.
Type that in.
We know
You can
that.
Figure it out.
But guess
maybe,
what?
maybe a little placard
But guess what?
that says he died under
But
horrible
guess what?
circumstances.
If you walk up and you see a statue of Nipsey, right? And they say, okay, who was that? Okay, that's Nipsey Hussle. You know, he was this, he was that. He did this for the community, this, that, and other. Okay, cool. Okay, who was that? Okay, that's the guy who murdered Nipsey Hussle. And
people
you know,
are going to say, wow, why is there a statue
no, he's
of
gonna
him?
say,
What the
they're gonna say, why did he do that? And they can say, well, you know, he suffered, he had mental problems, he felt pressured, you know, but he took an innocent man's life for whatever reason. And this is maybe the type of guy you would want to be like, and this is the guy you wouldn't want to be like.
And if you do something that horrible, you might one day get a statue and be remembered forever.
Yeah, but look how you're being remembered.
Yeah, but
It's
you're
not
still
for
being
nothing.
remembered.
It's
To
not for
a lot of people, that's
you
important.
need to be remembered of what not to do. Where did the teaching come from?
I don't think.
I'm just not.
I'm very
bro.
pleased, though, that I have somehow convinced you to argue that there should be a statue of Eric Holder on Crenshaw. Because
No, what I'm
that's not easy. If I had started there, I would
Yo,
not have been able to get you to admit
there's a
that. But
beginning-
because we started with the
Bro,
Hitler thing, we were able to get to
There's a
that.
beginning, a middle, and end to every story,
Uh-huh.
right? Tell the story, and that's what it is.
Through statues.
Nipsey will get the praise and the praise,
Not every story needs to be told through
and
statues.
Eric Holder will get the shame.
Yeah. But that could be on like Wikipedia or
Now,
a
what they
Vlad TV
could do-
interview.
What they could do is make the praise statue maybe a black in color, and they can make the shame statues green. So now when the kids see green statues, they know that is the person who did something bad, who did misdeeds, who's to shame. What's wrong with that?
Because then when I go out and kill a op, I'm going to be thinking, well, shit, this is fucked up, but I'm going to get a green statue.
I mean, we're not talking about everybody killing. We talking about people that's killing people, that's taking away from the people that's doing something positive in society.
If you're going to run
Everybody's
for
not doing
office,
that.
then you're going to have to stand against op killing.
Everybody's not doing that, bro.
Oh.
Like, everybody's not, worthy of being discussed or talked about.
I would like to end this podcast by saying congratulations to Jason Lee.
Oh, yeah, he won.
Yeah. Very nice.
He won. We should have called him.
Should we call him?
Yeah,
That's a
call
great idea. Let's do that.
him. Let's see if he answers you. If he doesn't hear that,
We'll both pick him, both call him at the same time. Jason Lee, why do I have 4 numbers for him?
because you don't know his real number.
Let's try one.
He doesn't give the gay people his real number.
For sure he does.
Only the straight. Let's see what happens.
He probably doesn't want,
Let's
like,
see what happens.
oh my God, if he picks yours up, it's going to be so fucked.
Let's see what happens.
He probably knows we're together right now. Jason Lee!
What up?
Oh, shit. What up? Congrats, brother.
Congratulations!
Congrats.
All right, thank you.
Congrats,
Hey,
bro.
you did it, man. We're proud of you.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we got the whole team in though. I got behind a few of the other people too. All 4 of us won.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, hey, we just wanted to say congratulations because, we know how important that was to you. Brought you on the show. Feel like, you know, Wack 100, Cash Jones might have earned himself a spot on your cabinet if it ever comes to that.
That's my brother.
Listen, it wasn't just the show. Wack donated 8,000 diapers. That diaper contribution they still talking about that.
That's a fact. Incredible diapers. Hit Stockton.
Damn, I'm on 0 diapers. That's fucked up.
That's my brother though. Like he knows I'm proud of him.
Brother.
You know, some real stuff. He knows. When he starts stressing and want to flip out, I call him and say, "You gotta stay focused."
Are you kind of reeling from Trump's victory?
Reeling. I'm trying not to slip into a mild depression.
So I'm trying to tell Wack that we really don't know what's going to happen with our country going forward. It's kind of up in the air.
It's not just him being the president. It's the fact that there's a Republican House, Senate,
all
the White
across,
House, and the Supreme Court.
If they deport 10 million Mexicans, I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be like, damn, that's what y'all deserve for voting this crazy into office.
I just said the same thing on my show.
That's real.
They get what they deserve. I don't want to hear no complaints.
When they come in and they take fucking Duno's abuela, I'm going to be looking at you.
I'm gonna tell you right now, to all my Hispanic people that may not supposed to be here, avoid the Home Depot parking lots.
Where else are they going to go to find some work?
They're going to go up there and try to snatch
If you want to be a day laborer, that's the spot.
If Trump is his number 1 and 2 on the agenda is to remove people. He's going to create a task force.
He said day one mass deportation, but what people forget is a lot of the people that come over here illegally are also coming by plane. It ain't just Mexicans.
No, it's all kind of people.
Yeah,
straight up. Hey, my essays in the Home Depot parking lot, they looked out for me. I've never had a problem, never stole anything from me, worked hard. It was cool. We're gonna miss them. They helped build this country. That's a fact. You not doing it, we not doing it.
Yeah.
Negroes is lazy now.
That's true. All right, congratulations, Jason.
Congrats, brother. I'll call
Appreciate
you later.
man. Thank you, bye. Much love.
And that is another episode on the Adam and Wack Show, the 22ster and the Rooster episode. I think it's 70.
No, it's like 54.
You're
55.
dumb.
No, wait. No,
You're
we did
dumb.
60.
65.
64.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Rolling down the street in my
64. See, look, we both went with 64 music references, but I did the Beatles and you did whatever. Appreciate y'all. Smash that like button.
Only thing I like about the Beatles is a Negro bought their catalog.
Michael Jackson?
That's a fact.
The only black guy you could think of is the one who bleached his face and then a bunch of kids.
Yo, bro, Mike
chopped his whole nose off.
Mike didn't no kids, bro. You can't find anything to support that. That's weird. Mike did not any kids. Elvis
build a Hitler
Elvis
statue
was a 14-year-old.
Elvis
was a 14-year-old.
Build a Hitler statue in your local elementary school.
Paint him green.
And paint it green
so we
for
know
some reason.
it's the statue of shame.
Appreciate y'all.
We out.